the Economic Commission for Africa has challenged African youths to raise their voices in shaping the future development of the continent ahead of the Summit of the Future. The Executive Secretary of the ECA, Clever Gatete, said that in a statement issued on the Commission's website that while opening the African Youth Consultative Forum on the UN Summit for the Future held in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, emphasized the importance of investing on the youth divided. He challenged people to amplify their voice and participate in global affairs in shaping the future of Africa. Now we'll go into the questions. Are Nigerian youths in position to participate in global affairs? If your answer is yes, how are they ready to participate in global affairs?
This is very funny. Before we even talk about going global as youths, we should first talk about, well, I say, settling our hearts. Presently, our youths are not even allowed to partake in politics, let's say, in our country. Not to talk about going global. So what the government should actually do now is to involve us in politics here and then train us enough to make impacts when it comes to global works.
So you believe that the youths are not ready to participate in global affairs, even as youths from other countries like China, like United States, like India, like South Africa, like Egypt, they have positioned their youths to be able to benefit and also participate in developmental issues happening around the world. So you believe that Nigerian youths have not have the benefits of this kind of positioning to be able to participate in global affairs?
Exactly. We're not yet positioned. We're not properly positioned to actually make impacts, positive impacts globally. So we call on the government. There's a lot of work to do. Human capital development is the ultimate. And as they say, the youths are the future leaders, right? So let's start now. Let's start investing more in the youths. Create sensitization programs, send these people abroad, expose them, let them learn knowledge, because with their knowledge, they can do a lot. But with the states we are presently and currently, I don't think there's any positive impact we can make globally. There's a lot of work to do concerning that. Okay,
in your own estimation, from your own point of view, what are the best ways that Nigerian youths, I know that there are some key aspects that we are very good in, at least. We are not just totally inept in all sectors of life. There are some sectors of economy, there are some sectors of policy that Nigerian youths are very good in. What are the best ways that you think that Nigerian youths can make an impact if given the right push, if given the right nudge, if given the right training? Where are those points that you think that Nigerian youths can make a very, very big impact in global affairs?
Okay, from what I likely said earlier, we're really smart people here in Nigeria, and there are a lot of ideas that are just waiting for the opportunity. Young entrepreneurs here in Nigerians, we can create jobs ourselves, but there are no capitals, and no one is trying to look at our plea, because we need money to do all of these things. We need money to showcase all we have. We have people with business skills, good with the internet and technology. So the government should start training these minds to doing greater, because with our technology and our skill and our ideas, we can actually make an impact even globally and here in Nigeria.
But as you're saying that, first of all, we are not yet involved in the political say-so in our country. When is it that they say the youths are the future leaders of tomorrow? Are we prepared politically to run the country first before going to the global stage?
The sad truth is we are not. And that's why there should be a loud cry to the government to set us in this position, to, like I say, equip us so we can go into that phase of life where we want to make an impact
give us
globally.
some instances of what you think that the government can really particularly do. One or two instances of what you think that the government can do.
Okay.
Pointedly.
Set out programs for the youths, especially. You know, the youths, they've lost the idea of making impact themselves politically, because they feel like, oh, these the politics is for the bigger guys, the older men, because they're in charge and all. As you, they don't have a say. But this is wrong. Other countries, their youth are actually making impact globally. But when it comes to Nigeria, it is different. So I think if there's a sensitization program that would actually, will I say, change their thoughts or concept about the whole politics and making impact in the country, this will help. So these programs should constantly be made to help the mindsets of these youths. So let's start with making programs to, will I say, correct the ideas the youths have presently. Let's start from there and also make provision for jobs and all of that so they can have a stand. Not because at the time, presently, will I say the average Nigeria is struggling for what to eat. So when you talk about politics and other things concerning the country, I'm like, I'm not satisfying myself and my family. I'm not providing enough for myself and my family. I talk about politics. They want to strive to get at least what they could eat before they start thinking about politics. So if the economy is settled and they can work for themselves, trust me, they can also think right and think for themselves and accept these ideas or accept any sensitization program that's going to lead or make the country grow.
In the aspects of information and communication technology, in the aspects of online trading, online business, Nigerian youths have shown their expertise in such forums. Do you think that if we are given the right infrastructure, we can also be at the same place, at the same par with countries like India, countries like Pakistan, countries like China, and perhaps the United States are concerning information and communication technology?
We can even do better than these youths in these countries you've mentioned. It still boils down to creating opportunities for us. What's wrong if the government sends certain youths that have shown interest in these, like in these sectors? Why don't you take them outside the country? Let them learn from these youths out there and come back and be productive with these things. And let's see where our country will be from this investment they have made on the youth. But I've not even seen any positive investment they've made towards the youth. So this is another aspect where the government can actually send that youths that are willing to work with the country to boost their economy, send them out to learn and let them reproduce what they've learned over there here, and we'll see our country will grow.
We have been listening to